everybody, it's Melanie and Mr. Kong. Mr. Kong decided to join me up here for this review because Mama also brought her lunch up here. So he's a little bit obsessed with getting a bite, but he's not going to. Right, Mr. Kong? Mr. Kong? Mini Franks? Tiny T-bones? Tiny T-bones? Are those your favorites? Mama has to go get some, huh? We're fresh out of Tiny T-bones. He's so funny. He is actually going to be showing you guys his other Halloween costume here coming up in our next video. But Mama just wanted to do a review first. So anyway, let's get started with that review. So this is why my camera shakes all the time, in case you guys are wondering. I have it on top of a vase, which is actually from my wedding. But it's a flat surface. But yeah, this IKEA table here shakes sometimes. So anyway, let me make sure I don't have food in my mouth. Really classy, right? So anyway, I have a couple of reviews that I want to do today, but the first one is on a product that I've been wanting to try for a really long time, and it's the Everyday Minerals foundation. And so I had been looking at this for quite some time online. I've been using the Physicians Formula mineral powder, and it works well, but unfortunately a lot of the colors are just very beige and pink toned, and I have a lot of yellow in my skin, and so sometimes I notice, especially in my videos, that my face just looks like it's a completely different color from the rest of my body. So I wanted something that was a little bit more yellow based so that it would look a little bit more natural. So I went ahead and got on their website, and what I did, what I was originally going to do was just order a bunch of these little samples, because you do get, so I think you get 5 of these little guys for free with every order. You just have to decide, you know, if you want the light, the medium, the dark, the olive, or the tan, or I don't know how, I don't remember how it goes on there. But anyway, so I just got the light. And they send you several different colors in several of their different formulas. So I have one here, it's called Light Neutral, and this is a semi-matte base. I have one here called Soft Butter Peach, and this is a matte base. And then I have one here called Fair Medium, and this is an intensive base. And there were also a couple more, but what I actually did with the other two, I think there was also an Original Glow, and then maybe another semi-matte base. So those were really yellow based ones, and so I actually mixed that in with some of my leftover Physicians Formula to kind of yellow up the formula a little bit, and that's been working really great. So that's why I don't have the rest of these to show you guys. But I also ended up purchasing just a full-sized intensive base, and this is in the color Winged Butter. So as you can tell, this is a very, very yellow formula. So I really, really like this product. I love the color. This is the perfect color for me. I'm not sure that I would get the intensive base again. I really like the coverage that this gives me, but it can also really look cakey if you don't take enough time to really buff it into your skin. So the first couple times that I used it, you know, I just kind of put it on and then left the house, and when I got to work, like, it didn't look well blended. You know, with a lot of my other mineral foundations, I can simply just kind of put them on really quickly in the morning, and they're fine. They tend to mix with the oils in my skin, you know, after an hour or two, and it just looks really like a beautiful finish. And with this, like, especially this intensive base, you have got to just spend at least 3 or 4 minutes buffing this stuff into your skin to really get it to kind of melt and blend with your actual skin. So the base that I actually really like the most is this semi-matte base, which I didn't think that I would like, because I prefer a really matte look to my skin. I have really oily skin, and so for me, it's really important that I don't look like a grease ball. So I figured this intensive base, which is supposed to be great for oily skin, would be the best bet for me. But I don't really like this formula as much as I like the semi-matte. So I also like the matte, but it goes into more of that like intensive, like you have to spend some more time buffing it in, which I don't mind. Like if I have the time, I'm totally fine with it. So like I said, with this intensive base, it's great if somebody needs like heavy coverage, like if you have any discoloration on your face, like rosacea, or if you have like a birthmark or something that you want to cover up, this would do it. So I recommend the intensive base for that. If you're just looking for like an everyday natural look, I would probably either go with the semi-matte or the original glow if you just have normal to dry skin, because that looks really great with that particular skin type. So let me show you guys the packaging here. So it comes, it looks like it's mostly lid, but so the lid pops off. This is where you mix the minerals in, obviously. It does have, let me close this so I don't spill it everywhere. It does have this little turny thing up here so that you can cover up the sifter and not have the product go everywhere. So this is much more travel friendly. And I know that Bare Minerals recently started including a like sifter cover thing with their packaging as well, so it's much more convenient. You get 5.5 grams of product, so it's a fair amount of product in there. Not as much as you get with like the Physicians Formula, you know, those oval things. But this is, you know, like it's a fair amount of product in there, so you just shake it out into the lid and then close it up. Sorry, some fell out because I forgot to close the little dial. But so you just shake it out into your little lid, use a brush. I have been using this, it's just a generic, like one of those teddy bear brushes with the really soft synthetic bristles. I got it at like TJ Maxx. There's no brand name for it. So I've just been using that to buff that into my face. And you know, if I want some heavy duty coverage and I'm willing to spend the time blending, this is a fantastic formula. If I just you know, during the week when I'm in a little bit more of a hurry, this semi-matte is a much better option for me. It just tends to blend into my skin a lot easier. In terms of the website, it's very colorful. I wish that it was a little bit less cartoony looking. Sometimes it was hard to like figure out like what to click on to, you know, figure out like what base you were looking for or what color. So I'm not a huge fan of their website. That being said though, these prices are really, really reasonable. I love the fact that they send you samples. I love the fact that they give you a fair amount of product. This was $12 for all of this, and this will last me for a really long time, especially since I'm now kind of mixing it with some other products. The shipping was a little bit slow for my taste. I want to say that it almost took close to 2 weeks to get this in the mail. Really didn't expect it to take that long. I mean, they are based out of Austin, Texas, and I've ordered things from Coastal Scents before and paid basically the same amount for shipping, and Coastal Scents is based out of Florida, and I get my package like 2 days after I place the order. So I'm not sure why it took so long to get this, but that's a little bit disappointing. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, this has not made me break out at all. I've been using it for several weeks now, and it has not congested my skin in any kind of way. It's not hard to wash off, and it hasn't broken me out at all. So works for my skin. I can't say that, you know, it would necessarily not break somebody else out, but, you know, for what it's worth. So anyway, shipping, not a big fan. Website, a little bit cartoony for me. I wish it was a little bit more straightforward. Overall, great product. I will absolutely purchase from them again. Yeah, and I'll keep getting some of these sample kits too with all of my orders, because it's kind of neat to be able to try out different formulas, and you know, it's also kind of fun when friends come over and we play with makeup. Like, some of these will work for their skin type where they won't work for mine. So a couple of these are very like pink-based shades, so I will save those for my friends. So anyway, that's my review of the Everyday Minerals base. And again, my color is Wing Butter, and I definitely give this a rave review. So go check them out if you're looking for a new mineral foundation and you don't want to pay a fortune. So anyway, see you guys in my next video. Bye.